Hey guys, Monday, February 17, US close. Let's see what the Black Widow did today. So far, it found support down here around 355. I shorted it on the US session. Got a little something, but got out because I saw that there was not a lot of volume, not a lot of Momo. And I was looking for maybe a nice flush, but maybe it's going to come tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe I'm just jumping ahead, but you can see the market profile right here. Give you some good area support, especially it was maybe more around this area right here. Let's look at the simple glance chart, and I'm just going to focus on the daily. You already know what's going on with all the TDs. Looks like the MACD is about to cross over. We found support at the 50 SMA in the cloud, so it's going to get wild and choppy. You got a TD9 on Friday, and linear regression channels are pointing lower. In the future on the Kumo cloud is already looking a little negative in the short term. So if I was to guess, my guesses sometimes work out and sometimes don't. I think there could be a flush to the downside tomorrow. That's just a speculation I had. So I'm going to be watching this really good. This is leading here. MACD is still negative. 13 TD candle, January monthly TD9 candle, Friday TD9 candle. Only thing that could surprise me is that it explodes to the upside, due maybe to the weather, but too early to tell. But I'm kind of getting a feeling that maybe this could push lower. And this is going to go against the LA wave theory because this is wave 4. We're working on a wave 5. So, and then on top of that, the cycles already are peaking here. The daily spectrum analysis, we're already hitting our peak on the 14th. So I don't know if it goes higher, maybe it's a bull trap to entice more bulls before they pull it. But you know me, I'm just kind of thinking outside the box. But if we're going to get a down, spike lower, it has to take out 358. 358 is key. You gotta have to have a close on the 358 below it in order to get some Momo to the downside. So this is our APF. So far we're below the midpoint, so that's a little weak. FT levels, you see that we kissed this area around here, around 378, 374. Fail. Next target will be around 327. We put our Gann grid 3.5 high. You can see the 1x3 held pretty good. Found support there. Failed the 1x1 on the, I believe that's the second impulse on the Gann grid. Failed it right to the T at 436. Did all this, boom, boom, boom. Retrace. So if this is going to go like this, this is the area that I want to look to get in and go short and maybe right this lower. And like I said, it's going against the Elliott wave theory because Elliott wave is thinking it's going to go higher. So if I'm wrong, shorting from here, maybe into tomorrow, it's because you get a nice pop and it gets above 371. If it gets above 371, then it's not time to execute to the short side because it's getting a little more strength. Anywhere between 380, especially 380. If you take that, close higher, then chances are it's going to retest 436 and maybe end on a wave 5. But very, very tricky. There's a lot of things that are going against each other. Elliott wave 4 to 5, spectrum cycle topping on the daily. A lot of TD9s and a lot of the indicators and a lot of Gann things that I'm looking at. It's going to be very interesting. What else I have here on the geometry side? Let's see. We already hit 214. That's the 1/4. The 1/3 is going to be coming on the 25th, and the halfway point is going to be March 18. So maybe we do this. I don't know. Somewhere in this halfway point, if we go down halfway point and then go up into April, since April is strong, unless we go up from here You go up from here, make a high, and then do the opposite into April. It's going to be interesting because we're going higher into February. But, you know, there could be a wave 5 into April because April is a strong month. But it's weird. It's like months that are typically weak, it's strong. And now that April is going to be strong, I wonder if it's a curveball and we're going to go weak into April. So I'm just kind of entertaining those two thoughts. Maybe this is the ABC going down into April, which normally April you're strong. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see if that's the game plan or that's what the market makers and whatever, you know, could be probability going down. But I'm still entertaining the thought and doing research. But we're here at 214 high. If we take out that high, then maybe 318 could be a turning point here. But, you know, it's too early to tell. Let's look at our midpoint chart. I'm going to focus on the 4-hour. So this is where I got short. And we pierced the 358, which is your midpoint for the week, 357. But bounced off there, especially from the linear regression channel. So I was telling everyone this morning, it's not good to go long, especially in the US session, because the mobiles are negative. But they look like they're bottoming out. You got a hockey stick here, and things that look like maybe, as long as we can stay above here, I think you're good for maybe a long base and maybe, you know, squeeze to the upside and get some liquidity up here. But for some reason, there's a head fake and we push and we close below 357. I am going to go short. Hopefully it's not a fail new low and then rip. But yeah, if it could push lower, I am going to go short. But we need to close below 358. And if you're kind of conservative, wait till you have a close below 358 and maybe test it from below and then short. But let's look at the hourly real quick. And so far, you see that they found support here at the last pivot, 355. That was your support there. Bounce. That's when I saw it on the 5-minute when it started not to go lower. It's like, all right, 355 is it. You can see that it's now positive on the hourly. Trying to regain the VWAP to maybe go test this 365 because we made the low here. And maybe it might probably want to fill this gap in the overnight. Now get all this liquidity here. This could probably be a good area to short 371. If it's just grinding higher, once it fills gap and hits 371, you know, in the overnight session, and it just kind of goes sideways, maybe that's when you want to pounce. And I'm kind of leaning that tomorrow, maybe that's when the Black Widow shows up. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.